Hello and thank you for tuning in for another episode of The Rugged Gamer Does. In this episode we're going to discuss the Rhino Prime Warframe. Here's a quick glance of my mods that I'm using: Physique, Redirection, Steel Fibre, Iron Shrapnel, which will become apparent, Streamline, Vitality, Prime Flow, Intensify and Continuity. Okay, so about Rhino Prime. Fear not, the Prime version of Rhino is just the same, except it has slightly different polarities. If you're a new gamer or you're not quite sure what polarities are, then please tune into my mod video when I do place that up. I will discuss more about it, and it will become apparent as you watch it. Okay, so moving back on to the actual Warframe itself. He has 4 abilities, of which one I'm currently modding to gain a slightly different outcome to what it would normally get. I will explain that shortly. So, first ability. The first ability he has is his charge ability. You will get a glimpse of that shortly, where he just charges him. It's great for crowd control, as in it gets you the hell out of there. Okay, so that's the main thing of charge. It does cause damage and it does knock them back as well. His second ability is Iron Skin. You'll notice there's quite a strong golden glow on my armour. That is almost like a second skin. It prevents damage, and as you gain more damage on this armour, you will see it breaking away. So it's quite a nice little visual to it as well. Now, the mod I mentioned, Iron Shrapnel. Basically, this allows me to detonate what's left of my shield. Of my iron skin. The shield is completely different, as you all know. And whatever's left of the damage reduction that it would give, it pulses out. There you go, there it was there. It pulses out remaining damage and causing damage to everybody around you. The third ability is currently being used now. You notice the bow was glowing red there. He does a roar ability, which basically increases your damage output. That's his third ability. So not only is he defensive, he is very offensive. His fourth ability is his crowd control ability, which is his stomp. Now, his stomp ability, it is useful. It shouldn't be just left to one side. Now, a lot of people, I've done a lot of research into each of the Warframes. Rhino's been my favourite for a long time. Before I quit playing originally, and as I came back, I went from the Rhino to the Rhino Prime, and I've always enjoyed playing it. A lot of people say the stomp is useless. It is a higher level. However, in connection with the Iron Skin and Iron Shrapnel mod, it's very useful. It allows you to detonate your Iron Skin, and you're quite safe for a moment to get another one back on. You notice I'm quite quick with flashing it back up, so you don't really take much damage. However, if you do get in a sticky situation, you can even do it before. So every mob that's there gets launched in the air, and you're quite safe, and gives you a moment. However, you can use it afterwards as well, in case not everybody's dead. For some unknown reason, and I've yet to work out why I did this, I decided to former my Dread, the bow that I'm using. This made it a little harder for me to obviously cause damage to some of the mobs. However, with the Rhino's roar ability and with Dread being such a good weapon anyway, I found it relatively easy to get along with this. I did pick an easier map to show you guys the Rhino ability. As for the weapons I would actually use with Rhino, well, you can't really go wrong with any primary weapon really. That's down to your playing style. I mean, all the weapons are down to your playing style and what you prefer. However, he can get up close and personal, so my favourite weapon, the Frago Prime that I'm using currently, is always a first go-to choice for me really. Anything along them lines. Your Excalibur style Warframe's all about fast-paced moving. I mean, don't get me wrong, Rhino don't mess around. He gets in there and out there quickly, but Excalibur designed to slash in, slash out, so I use swords. Whereas with the Rhino Prime, he's designed to slide in there, take the hits, take the damage, and with that, I get a nice little heavy hitter there, and he's bound to take out groups of mobs nicely. Your secondary weapon, again, your choice. There's not really much you can go wrong with really on your melee weapons. I do use the Lex Prime. That's purely because it's the only prime melee weapon I've actually, prime secondary weapon I've actually decided to pick up. I've got a lot of parts for some of my secondary weapons. I've just decided not to build them at the moment. I've been spending a lot of my time collecting the Warframes. As I mentioned, I did quit the game earlier on. I did play PC, and then brought myself onto the Xbox and enjoyed playing it on the Xbox. Thankfully, it's a free game, so I got it free on, obviously, on both platforms. So yeah, that's pretty much Rhino in a nutshell. As I mentioned earlier, don't think he is just a defensive Warframe. He excels in his defensive abilities, but he also excels in his damage outputs as well, and that for others as well. If you're going to play Rhino in a group format, then you are quite a good addition to any group, really. Now, in the previous clips, bar this one, I was playing with one of my friends, Slaughterballs. He was testing out a couple of his Warframes. However, we have tested a combo using Nexus Prime, Rhino Prime. I used Octavia or Trinity Prime and Oberon Prime as well, and that combination is lethal because you got your damage boosts, your AoE effects, your healing effect, and your energy boosts. A perfect combination. So have a play around, see what you like. I recommend getting Rhino and Rhino Prime as soon as you can. I will answer any questions or comments or anything, so please leave them. And remember, subscribe. I will be doing more videos on other Warframes. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.